Hello, friends. Welcome to Reading Sprints on a Friday for the amazing Readathon. Do 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 do.
Boom.
Oh, let me be fair to Margaret and get this giant clip of my thing off of her face. Okay.
That's what I would be more than happy to share space with your logo.
And there's a cat on it, so like.
Yes. So besides, I lean this way, so like it's not going to block my face.
Oh yeah, let me. I need to even you both out. I'll be like right here, holding you up.
Now I've got that stuck.
Hold on, wait. Nope, wrong. This one, we could do like a high five.
Wait, I'm like, woo!
What
I was like, I don't know how my body works. Like, I don't know.
It's mirrored, so you're like.
You're like, what?
It's mirrored, which is what they call it, but also you're not in a mirror. Because like in a mirror, when I pick up this hand, it's the one on this side. The C goes up, but it's actually the opposite side. Doesn't make any sense.
No. We could just do quickly like fist pump. Maybe that's easier. Boom.
Hold on. I think I might have to stand up to do that. Hold on. There.
Oh.
There.
Just got it. Trying to punch me.
I was like, there's no way I can get. I could have done that. It's fine. It would have been a weird angle.
It's fine. I am not crying right now. There are no tears falling.
You're like, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful how they're
so
trying
beautiful.
We're very funny.
Each other.
So beautiful. Anywho, let's say hi to our friends. Hello, Melanie and Colleen and Shiloh and Vida and Sam and other Sam. Nope, same Sam.
Same Sam.
I thought those were two different Sams. Elizabeth and Tennille and Katie and Mars and Kay. Working my way through potential sightseeing book. Excellent. Vanessa and Ro and Jen and Allie. Reading Pucking Around.
Ooh, big one.
Julie's. Time to settle in and start a Berlin book. What are you reading for your Berlin book, Julie? Let us know.
Hello, Glenda. Long time no see.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour. Chelsea's here. Lucky that my sightseeing book worked for the new prompt. Currently reading Beartown for a sightseeing book. Excellent.
I'm hoping I will get to that. I will be able to get to that one this week. No, when I'm on fiction, I know words.
My hope and prayer is that when I get to team general fiction, that whatever prompt we have, I can read The Outsiders, because I have that for, it's my local indies book club pick for the month.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
So I need to read it. And if I can get it to work for team general fiction, that would be great. The effort of the high five is sending Katie straight to the moon.
Yeah, we'll do better next time.
Listen, one of these days I will be up in Baltimore and convince my brother to drive to where you are, and we can do a high five in person.
In real life, imagine.
Yeah.
In the real world. Let's see. Hello, Monica. Is it better or worse than The Troublemaker's Heart? That is the question. Because they try to do hearts all the time and it cracks me up. Because they're, this thing again. Up, down.
I could
like a heart all together?
Yeah, like a heart. Yeah. Sometimes when there's 3 of them, right. And then so I would have to come down here and make a, I don't know, but it's this way. So
I was like, the way I want to go is this way, so that means that it has to go the opposite way.
Yeah, I thought my job would be easier, but for some reason I just look like I'm just wee, like I'm like a roller coaster.
You gotta do the YMCA.
That's exactly what I gotta do, and squish my head down.
Vida needs some energy to be on our level, and I appreciate that. Needs some energy to be on our level. She needs coffee to be on our level because we have the energy. I can't read. Welcome to Sprints.
Woohoo!
Second half of Ace of Spades for Buenos Aires.
So it's starting to feel a little bit like a fever dream. I'm very glad I'm only going to be on one set of sprints tomorrow.
You know, there is that. Hello, Molly. Thank you for the happy birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. Is there a book of the month with this group? No, there is not a book of the month with this group. Some people are reading some teams are reading team books.
Yeah, some of the teams are like, oh, a bunch of us want to read this book. And of course they decided that after I was out of that team.
But we did read it, and it was a good time. Had fun. Vanessa started reading When the Moon Hatched. Hello, Amanda. She's reading Spy Family 2. Hello, Bex. Welcome. Let us know what you're doing tonight. Thank you. Technically, where Monica is, it's already my birthday.
Yeah.
Because Monica's in Australia, so it's tomorrow there. I think I just kicked the cat. Sorry, Merlin.
No!
I don't know why she's under my desk. I've never seen that cat lay under my desk before, but I just kicked something fluffy, and there's nothing else under there, so I'm assuming it was the cat.
I'm surprised the cat didn't make noise.
She's already mad at me because I gave her some medication earlier and put a new flea collar on her, so she's not real happy with me currently at this moment. Raja had the best time of her life. She was like, I got an extra snack and you pet me while you put a new collar on. This is fantastic. Merlin, why did you touch me?
Sorry, buddy.
Monica's reading Into the Drowning Deep, which I think is being a team book somewhere right now.
Team Spooky's doing that. A lot of people in Team Spooky are reading it.
I say as if I didn't create it. No, that was for a different team that I created a room for earlier. That was Romance. Asked me to create a team chat. Anywho, hello, Redhead Tree Frog. You must be on Team Stabby Ghosts.
Woohoo. Unless, I feel like it looks weird because the knife is facing the ghost. Like,
are you threatening the ghost?
Yeah.
Could be. Should be finishing Into the Drowning Deep. Just joined. Need motivation to finish my book. We just got here. We're in a silly, goofy mood, I think. Somebody's mowing my lawn. It's great.
Yeah.
11% into Midnight on Beacon Street. I almost thought I said Bacon Street. I was really excited.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mars is not reading right now. Not even doing this readathon because I'm burnt out on readathons. I'm just here to usurp the sprints while I write, and that is absolutely fine. I am incredibly close to 3,000. I am currently at 2,981 subscribers. I have the live thing up if you want to be completely honest. I was at 2,948 when we started today. So
wow.
Listen, I really hurt Team Fantasy's feelings because I lost like 12 subscribers the other day when I left Team Fantasy. I think I upset them.
Oh my gosh.
They were like, she's leaving us. We're not going to be her friend anymore. But y'all are making up for it, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And Jess, now you're on Team Spooky, and we would never. Well, once you're a ghost, you're always a ghost. That's kind of how death works, but also spooky.
That's kind of how death works.
So either way, it makes sense.
Either way, this makes sense. You're not wrong, though.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I lost a bunch like from Sunday to Monday, and I didn't even do anything. I'm like, I don't understand what happened. But
Colleen's reading Role Playing. Katie's reading Evocation by, I wanted to say St. Gibson, but I know it's ST, but it's fine. Stuck on this prompt. We can help you. That's what we're here for. Julie's going to read Sweep of the Blade. Hearty Heart Hearts. Stuff I can read, but in a writing mindset. Do what feels right. Yes, Aoife sent me a message earlier and said, it's midnight here. Happy birthday. 30 more. I mean, you're not wrong. Ghosties, 7.5 hours left of Here We Go Again. 3 chapters left in the Berlin book. You're almost done. It's given YMCA because we were doing the YMCA. Duh.
Basically.
None of us know how to exist IRL. This is also true.
This is both Rachel and I after BookNet Fest. We're like, we should hang out more often. I don't know how to do that. What do we do?
I am going to dinner with my best friend tomorrow for my birthday. I haven't seen her in 6 weeks, and she lives like 30 minutes away from me. So
yeah,
obviously.
Ooh, miles apart.
I mean, she has a 3-year-old and is a nurse and works third shift, so it is difficult for shifts to line up. But
yeah, exactly. Like, we're not the level of friends that I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna come over to your house. Like, we're not like we have a weekly hangout, but we're like, hey, you want to go to the Eras Tour movie? Sure. So I don't have to go to downtown alone.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go
downtown.
Grabbed a decaf latte, hoping the flavor will trick my brain into thinking we've got energy. I appreciate that. Grapes reading the odds tonight, hoping to finish it tonight and then start House of Leaves. Listen, you're gonna love the odds. It is so good. It has like the best plot twist. It is one of my favorite mid-grades of all time, and you should absolutely love it. It's by my internet friend Lindsay Puckett. It's about a girl named Bug she lives in a retirement home for the odds, which is like basically people with special powers.
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't get her special power by her birthday, she's going to have her memories erased and be moved into normal society. So she's going to lose like her 90 some odd grandparents because she was just dropped off there as a baby. And so like she has to go on this adventure with another kid who's her age who also hasn't found his special odd power yet, to find their odd powers together so they don't get removed from their society with all their family and loved ones.
That's such a cool spooky cover.
It is fantastic. It's such a great story.
I'm sold.
As you should be. Monica is in New Zealand. I 100% said that Monica was in Australia, but I know she's not because those are not the same place.
No, they are not, because New Zealand is the superior one because that's where they filmed Lord of the Rings.
It's also where they filmed Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess, and I mean, come on.
Hercules was attached to Kevin Sorbo, though, so...
Yes.
That feels weird in hindsight.
It does feel weird in hindsight, but you know what?
Xena Warrior Princess was a move.
It was good at the time, okay? Oh, I didn't know that he was an asshat at the time, so...
Most people didn't.
Two current reads are nonfiction about grief and mushrooms. And Devante's Divine Comedy. I mean, it's all
that's a really, like, wide range.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting all of them in.
You're right. Merlin is afraid of crowds, so she's hiding. That is actually accurate. Finished duology yesterday. Hello, more people. That's how death works. Dead is dead. I have a paper that I wrote in kindergarten that says, please note I spelled dead, D-E-D. Okay. A dead person is a dead person. I don't know what 6-year-old me had wrong with them. But I have this paper in my files from my like my mom, keeps it and kept the thing, like your project and stuff when I was little, and it's in my project folder from kindergarten. So.
You're not wrong. A dead person is a dead person.
Mm-hmm. Dead person is a dead person. I definitely have not talked about what I'm reading.
We haven't talked about that yet.
I have a child.
Just a random.
A moment of silence for the child.
Yep.
It's not my child, so I don't want him live on the internet. Mine, I don't care about. That's fine. The 10-year-old who's not mine is a whole other story. What are you reading, Margaret? You want to tell the world?
I am currently reading. Here, I'll show you the pretty cover. I'm currently reading Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corney. I'm buddy reading this with Brittany. Because her other option was even longer. So, and I'm adoring it. I love this book so much. And like on second reread, like I'm seeing all of these other things and I'm like, I forgot how chaotic Jim is. at the beginning. Like, he's learned a few things by the time we get to book 9. But at the beginning, he just is like, just going off. I'm like, bro, calm down.
Is this a reread for you? And so it's first for Brittany?
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
first
guiding her through. That's nice.
Yes, she's way ahead of me right now.
Yeah, well, trying to get those points.
Yes.
I am reading This Appearing House by Ali Melanenko. It is a spooky middle grade horror. It's the second book I read by this author this month. I read Ghost Girl for a sightseeing prompt, and apparently now I'm like, okay, might as well read everything by this author because it's pretty fun. Yeah, like a spooky house appears, and the kids are like, what the heck is this? And now, at the moment, they're stuck in the house because the house has taken them. So very fun. I probably will finish it tonight, and then I can move on to sightseeing.
Excellent. I am reading The Last Murder at the End of the World because I can murder.
Yeah, you can. Woohoo!
I mean, I only had 4 days left with this book at the library. Like, the hold came in like a few weeks ago, and I've only got 4 days left. So, you know, I requested to be on Team Stabby Ghost soon so I could hopefully read it, and they aligned. So
yeah, and it fit the prompt. Great.
Fit the prompt. So living the dream. Reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Big Puppy always gets confused by sprints. Where are the voices coming from? That is absolutely fair.
I ask that sometimes too.
Me too. Also reading Into the Drowning Deep. Lucy Lawless is amazing, and we like her. House at the End of the World. Hello, hello.
Nice.
You know, all good things. 6-year-old me was also not wrong. And there was a flash sighting. He was kind of there.
You're so cute.
Now he's laying on my toes.
Keeping them warm. Gotta keep those birthday toes warm, you know?
That's right. Did a project on Neptune, and to show it was cold, I drew a man on the planet shouting beer instead of bird.
Beer!
I mean, men do like cold beer, so.
Yeah.
Especially if their name is Logan.
It's the thing I've heard.
Cozy mysteries, nice.
Putting in the work for keeping toesies warmsies. Let's see. Let's not do that because that's very tiny. Why is that so small? Why?
It's so tiny. Berlin, where are you?
Where are you, Berlin? Does anybody have a preference of how long our first sprint is? Does anybody want to do an hour? Do we want to do an hour and a half? Do we want to do 45 minutes?
At least an hour would be nice because I'm going to go make dinner and I still haven't figured out what that's going to be.
Okay, at least an hour.
Yeah. So not 59 minutes and 59 seconds. That's not long enough.
Hour and a half. Speak up or forever hold your pieces.
That sounds like the thing that would be a household joke.
People are saying 60.
1 hour, 60. You got it. You find a 60-minute part in here because I know that Margaret would do those nice things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 59. Sorry, Margaret, you don't get 60.
It's fine. That's the way that it works out with the nice chapter places. I don't know why it does that, but that's what it does.
Did you put the things in right?
I did put the things in right.
Huh.
The timer start like if it were the hour timer, it would start at 59 because that's how. So like the premiere will not give you like for the full 90 minutes. It gives you 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 59 seconds. So it just like the whole thing. I'm like
I got it. It's the way the program is, not the way that it's set. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's fine. That's enough. I can. It'll be hard, but I can manage to make up that extra second.
Okay. As long as you can make it up. first thing we must do is make sure that this is on normal speed. It is. Excellent.
I did that one.
I am notoriously bad at not doing that. Space Pig. I want a Space Pig. Anywho, we're going to do an hour sprint, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk about what everybody did, and then we'll do it again, right? Okay.
I think that's how this works.
I think that's how it works. Okay. We will see you guys in 1 hour.
Now boarding flight AMZ 655 to Berlin.
I hit the pause button. Thank you. We are back. We have a Heather.
Here I am.
I have a grumpy computer that's not printing things that I asked it to print. So if you hear weird mechanical noises, it's the printer trying to print for 5 minutes now. How's Heather today?
I am so tired right now, but I have just started uploading my vlog to YouTube. I would kind of like to do all the admin tonight, so I'm hoping you all will keep me awake until I can do that.
I mean,
we'll do our best.
How did you during that sprint, Leandra?
I ended up getting to page 145. So I think I only have this much left. And then I can move on to sightseeing. So doing all right.
I am at 14%, which is not great, but it's that's what we've got, so that's what we're going with.
Progress, that's what matters.
Progress.
Are you on your Berlin book?
I am on my Berlin book, yes.
I barely started mine, and honestly, I might pivot to something shorter because I'm busy like all weekend. I'm going to be stressed if I just have it hanging over me. I knew I could have knocked it all out today, but I did not. So here we are.
I'm reading The Last Murder at the End of the World, and it's 400 pages. And I had originally had nothing planned for tomorrow. But it's my birthday, and my best friend is going to take me to get Mexican food and hang out and play video games because we're 5. So
sounds great.
Now I have plans for tomorrow, which means I'm not going to be doing the reading thing. So it's fine.
Honestly, I don't think I'm doing the reading thing tomorrow either. So
yeah, I work most of the day tomorrow, so there we are.
Yeah.
I took the day off. I asked the boss if we could be closed tomorrow so I could have the day off. And she said, sure, I don't care, do whatever. So
woohoo, birthday day off. Yeah.
Mostly because I have to go and get my license renewed. And
yay, what a way to celebrate.
You know, I feel like I just got it renewed though, because I got it renewed during the Panini. How long are they good for? I feel like it should be good longer than it was. Anyway, I don't know. I just live here. Let's see how our friends did during that sprint and who all joined us. We had friends come in. We had some friends pop in and say hello. Last Murder at the End of the World was such a disappointment. I'm very confused. So it's kind of technically in second person. No, first person. But it's like, I don't know. Like it reads like it's in third person, but then every once in a while, the narrator will say, I did this or I did that. So it's like, it's almost like a subconscious in your mind first person, and they're not really doing very much. So like, it just like, it kind of throws you out of it. Like you're just reading and it feels like everything's in third person. And then all of a sudden it's like, and then I did this, and then I said that. And I'm like, no, you didn't. What is happening? So it's different.
Who's the author?
Stuart Turton.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm old one of his books.
Yeah, I read he wrote Evelyn Hardcastle, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Mm-hmm. A lot of people liked that book.
Didn't I just watch you unhaul that book?
I did. Yes, Heather, you did.
Yeah, I was like, I just heard someone talking about this, and I think it was you.
Yep. That's really funny. Yeah, you did see me do that.
Melanie, the plan is to be here until midnight, which is about 2.5 hours from now. So my math serves me correctly, and I don't promise you that it does. Julie popped in. Some more hellos. Bree popped in. She is editing, so she's working on her week 1 vlog. Some more hellos. Almost 80 folks watching and only 20 likes. Make sure you hit the thumbsies upsies button. Lisa's here. We like Lisa. She's a regular.
Updating.
We're currently at 2,996 subscribers. In case anybody is hanging out and wants to just subscribe for fun. It's so close.
Oh man, I've actually gained a lot of subscribers from the Readathon, so now I'm at 3,600 something. But my children love YouTube, right? They were like, you should put a subscriber watch on your channel, like do like a live stream of it. And I was like, guys, that's not gonna, like, you can go a day with nothing happening. It's not gonna be exciting for my size.
When you're like close to like 10,000 in our community, 10,000 is like,
oh yeah.
So like, yeah, if you're up in there, yeah, it's like, or regular YouTubers, you know, when you're close to like 100,000 or 1 million,
right?
You know, something like that. But us over here, no.
Like no one is spending 8 hours to watch me go up and down by 1 subscriber. I gain 1, I lose 1.
I was gonna say the luck of it would just be like you start watching it go down, and you're like, all right, bye.
That was fun. We're now at 2,998. So.
All right. 2 more. Someone has to be sacrificial lamb that is not.
Somebody can be my friend.
3,000. Someone has to be 99. So if someone could do that, that would be amazing. We would love you forever. You can tell us it was you. We'll shout you out.
Remember you forever.
Danny's reading Walking Distance, but also want to call. Not sure how I'm feeling about Mimicking of Known Success.
We can talk about it, Tennille, if you need someone to chat with.
Oh, that's Russian.
I read that recently.
Margaret's back. Did you get dinner, Margaret?
I did. It's right here.
Excellent.
I just threw a bowl over top of it so it keeps the heat in.
Did you do any reading while you were doing the cookie?
I read a lot. Yes. Got to page 104. Hold on. Let me do math. I got to page 104, which means I read 49 pages. Yeah, I read 49 pages.
That's excellent.
And I've lost my bookmark.
Hello, Linz. Conversations going ding, ding.
The number of times I've put this thing face down and not been able to find it because my laptop is also flat.
Do you guys remember when I lost my ruler for like a solid week and couldn't find it? And when I finally found it, it was 3 inches away from where my mouse sits on my desk.
I vaguely have a recollection of this.
I bought some very bright colored metal rulers, so I cannot lose my ruler 3 inches from my hand.
Oh, I thought it was in case you're like, okay, I can lose 3 of them. I mean, chances to lose them.
This is true, but
you're so cute. All the love. I'm obsessed. I'm like not looking at you. Just so you know, Jess, I only have eyes for the furry baby.
Do you want to be their friend? She's like, no, not really.
Oh.
Bree has 13 and a half minutes edited. Some hellos for Heather.
Woohoo, Heather.
Julie also finished editing a video.
Nice.
3 chapters of City of Blood typed up and edited from the first draft. Some more hello for Heather.
Clearly not giving her enough love.
40% of the
That's what I need to be.
This is all day, every day. Like when I go to bed at night, she will like lay next to me, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and she will have like crawled underneath of my arm and is like cuddling in my arms. I'm like, I didn't do this to you. You did this to yourself. Like she crawls in between my arms to cuddle in.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah.
I think you might need to check your sub count.
Uh-oh.
3,000.
3,000. Not much
big
has
deal.
changed. They live underwater.
Deal.
And what a way to get 3,000 subscribers while like juggling a cat.
Feeling fine.
I'm trying to decide if we're all on like completely random beats dancing in our different
like different. Yeah. What are they playing? Yeah.
rhythm.
It's all good. Yes, you see Raja's feetsies. Everybody loves Raja. She's a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Read over 100 pages. Very productive hour. We love it when it's productive.
Love it.
Good work.
11% of pucking around. Woo, where are you going? 100 pages of my Berlin book. 23% of Into the Drowning Deep. Oh, hello. 45% and had dinner. Sightsee. 2 more shorts left to finish a sightseeing book. That did not want to come out for anyone. One.
It happens.
Started Berlin. Raja being snuggly. I'm going to bring her to your house. She can come live with you. Just going to drop her off and she can live with you. 5%. We made it. We're winners.
We did it.
Vita had pizza. Jealous.
Nice.
57%. 39%. Almost there. Let's go. Y'all have second accounts. This is very true. I have gotten many a friend over their sub count goal by going and subscribing into like my 3 extra accounts.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I can even get into my extra account anymore.
That's fine.
Because I have one that's my legal government name. So nobody needs to know where that is right now. I need to get rid of it first. Get rid of certain videos first, probably.
Yep.
I have my old planning channel still exists technically.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the Storytellers Hearth channel. And I have one with my government name on it. And I have my timer channel. So I can get you like 5 or 6 subscribers real quick.
I feel that.
Distractions. Do. We hit 3,000. Do. And then we sang Jonas Brothers. You'll never forget where you were. We just hit 3,000 subscribers because we sang Jonas Brothers songs. That's right. We're cool. Your niece is the best, and I'm bringing her to your house with me, and I'm leaving her there, and you can be here. Woot woot. Do the woody woot dance. All of these woody woots. Bethany remembers.
I remember the roller incident.
Right.
Infamous. Yay!
You're not famous. Give me snuggles. Yeah, pretty much. If I just don't touch you, let's see what happens. Got to chapter 32 in role playing. Are you enjoying it? So good. You may have to get your license renewed more often for corrective lenses. I don't know. Bree would like to know about a government channel or videos on a channel that's your government name that she knows.
There's like 3 of them. Yeah. If you want to look it up, you can.
It is my government name.
Technically, I'm not worried about people knowing my last name. I just didn't want my boss to be able to search my Twitter because my Twitter was quite often my outlet when I had terrible clients. So I did quite a bit of rage tweeting after a bad call.
I am the government. How did you not know?
Oh God, you scared Heather away.
I wish
you were the government. Heather was like, bye.
I know.
You a better government if you were the government.
I mean, my channel name used to be my government name, but like this channel. But I also had another channel.
I remember that. I think.
Yeah.
Or at least when you at least had Jess in your channel name.
Yeah. I think my last was my whole name, like my first name, last name. And I don't care that people know it. It's just because no one else in my family has that last name. Like legitimately no one else that's still alive that I talk to has that last name. Because like my mom went back to her maiden name. My brother and my sister both had different last names. My grandparents are all dead. The only one that's left living that has that last name is my dad, who I don't communicate with. So I'm just like trying to separate myself from that name overall because I just don't connect to it in any way. So it didn't make sense for it to be my channel name.
To be your channel name. Yeah. See,
it was like, when I don't have any connection to it, it's weird for it to be my channel name. So
I've always planned on publishing under my maiden name, regardless of whether or not I changed it. So like I was like, that name's going to be out there. And originally it was going to be like, oh, I'll get married. And then that'll be kind of like a separation between me and my work. And they won't be able to find me as easily. Yeah, that didn't pan out.
Yeah, we have to like go on dates and stuff to get married, I heard.
Yeah.
Or we could go on Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There was quite a bit of my life where I was like ready to give up my last name because it's 13 letters long in German, which it's a cool last name. It's just, it doesn't fit on any forms.
Mine's 10 letters and also usually does not fit on any forms.
Yeah, because my parents gave me a real long first name, like 8 letters, and I've got 13 letters in my last name. And God forbid they need my middle name.
It's not the most fun I've ever had. Yes, separation of John and State. We must have that. It is a thing. She is purring in. She's actually kind of asleep right now, so I'm just going to let her do her thing.
Oh no, Jess.
Yeah, I do know your name. Most people do. Chad, if only Chad had the same last name. Obviously, Chad is for those of you who don't know, I did an Ancestry DNA test, Ancestry.com DNA test 2 years ago, and found out I have a half brother that no one knew existed. His name's Chad, which is like the most unfortunate name ever. And I mean, come on. It's pretty rough, okay? And he is
unfortunate.
He's really struggling. Like he can't figure out how we're related.
Buddy.
Yeah, we've been.
Did his parents not have the talk with him?
Well, so he knew he was he knew his dad wasn't his dad.
Yeah.
Mom like gave him a name of who she said was his dad, and it's also not that guy. So
sounds like we got a Mamma Mia situation going on.
Yeah, it kind of is that. But he's not. I talk to him every once in a while just to like check in, see how he's doing. He's like a year and a half older than me, so
yeah.
Oh, a Chad check-in? Is that what it is?
We do chat check-ins to check and see how he's doing. And obviously everything that he says is so incredibly hilarious half the time that all of my friends know about Chad. So they ask me how Chad's doing, or I'll roll into the group chat like, you guys will not believe about the conversation I had with Chad today. And they're like, please let us know. There you go. Go on Married at First Sight. Take the name. Get divorced. Keep the name.
Reasonable.
Was going to hyphenate. It's too many syllables. Fair.
I mean, that is true. That is true. The apps give me anxiety, so we've just decided that either we meet someone organically or we don't meet someone.
I'm just saying, like, we have to go out in public for that to happen. And when was the last time you were out in public?
2 weekends ago? No. Yeah, 2 weekends ago.
Didn't you go to the grocery store this week?
Yeah, I did go to the grocery store. But I also went to a whole ass big book festival or book con type thing. Convention. So unfortunately, all of the dudes there were either taken or gay. So.
Wow.
Pretty much everywhere they exist. So I'm gonna reboot chat as Amanda. You know, I can get behind that. Husband's chat, brother-in-law's chat, husband's Todd, Thad, and Chad. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Chad is an improvement on Chad.
I don't remember this is because those of you who are with someone really care about this. Everyone is boycotting Bumble currently because they did an ad, like they post like on a billboard that basically was like telling women that they need to give it up more because the men on the app were happy. It was wild. Like, I can't remember how it was stated. I don't remember the exact.
There was multiple though.
Yeah,
I
like
have a vague recollection of seeing something about this.
I know they had one that was like, "Thou shalt not choose chastity and become a nun." It was like something like that. And it's, yeah.
I know nothing of this. What?
For those of you who don't know, for those of you who've never been on the apps, Bumble was specifically made so that women have to reach out to the men first. The men cannot reach out to the women because, you know, typically when a man reaches out to you, it's a picture of a part of his body that no one wants a picture of. And that's just like the first thing. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I just attract that. I could be wrong.
No, I think it's a pretty universal experience.
Just
Do you remember when you used to like take a picture of it with your camera that had like the little flippy thing, and then you had to go and take it to the 1 hour photo and get it developed, and then walk to the girl's house and then hand it to her? You don't remember doing that? Then let's not do it now, okay? Just saying. But yeah, so like Bumble was like one of like the safer spaces, but then they're like basically shaming the women for being prudish.
Yeah, they've gotten super toxic. And I think if I remember correctly, Bumble specifically, like it's struggling because women aren't wanting to be on the app. So
I think that's true of most things that are orchestrated to try and be matchmaking.
Yeah.
You don't really make a good experience for people that aren't looking to be harassed. So then they're not there.
It is great entertainment. My cousins and I have twin cousins that are about my age, and they both are single. And so sometimes we like to screenshot things and send them to each other. It's been a while since any of us have done it because I'm not on any of the apps anymore. But it was a fun time, like when they both got divorced within a very short time period of each other, and we're hanging out in the apps, and it was a good time. Some of the things you get, man. This is why we're all here, is to talk about the apps, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. How long are we going to do a next sprint for? Hour?
3,000 minutes.
Hour and a half?
Hitting 3,000.
I mean, we could do 3,000 seconds.
That's going to go past my bedtime.
That's going to go past the available time on your timer.
Yeah, it would. I only made it up to 90.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. My idea. That's the only reason why my idea can't work, is because it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. That's the whole reason. Allie says 90 minutes.
Ooh.
Allie's going for the hard. Katie 9, which Katie.
Speaking of the apps.
I wish I could get it to do that. Honestly, I would prefer it was 90 minutes instead of 1 hour 30. Would prefer that. But alas.
Does anybody have any? If we do an hour and a half, it'll be our last sprint.
Okay.
Because it's almost 10. So
hour and a half would put us at 11:20. Hold on, am I doing math? No, 11:40.
some kind of math like that, yeah. So it
Something
would
like
be
that.
our last sprint.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm doing the math wrong. It was 11:20. The first one was right. Because an hour is 10:50, and then add 30 minutes to that is 11:20. I would maybe do a shorter one so that we like,
Yeah.
because otherwise we have like an awkward 40-minute talkie time.
He just says that 30,000 seconds is 50 minutes.
We could do that.
Sounds like we're doing a 50-minute timer.
Woohoo!
I don't believe I have a helpful chapter for that one.
You don't,
work
but you know
on
what?
math.
I know how to clicky, clicky, clicky. Peanut butter and jelly. Ha! Look at that. Look at me go. Which button? I want this button. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
I live in the world of which button do I want?
I understand that one.
Me too.
We're gonna do a 50-minute timer. Then we're gonna come back, see how everybody did. Hopefully we won't talk as much next time. I make no promises. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the only one who talked.
That's not true.
Oh no, how dare. I spoke.
Raja also spoke. Right, Raj?
Mm-hmm.
She's asleep. Okay. Anyway, we will see you guys in 50 minutes.
Now boarding flight AMZ 655 to Berlin.
What if we don't want to go to Berlin? Do, do, do.
We have friends in Berlin, though.
Oh, we do. How did everybody do?
I edited a little bit. And I listened to 39 pages of my book.
I don't know where I'm at, but I have about 70 pages left. So I could try to finish tonight, but I don't think I will. I think it's tomorrow, Leandra thing. Yeah.
Solid plan. I got my video done, so I don't have to do anything for it in the morning. It will just go live on its own. And I got 13% into Jumping the Shark by Ash Raven. And it's an alien romance where it's a shark man, and also it is a child-free romance. So if you are looking for that with aliens and a lot of kink, I think is where we're going based on the content warnings at the beginning.
Woohoo!
I mean, shark man, alien guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's not impressed that humans only have one appendage.
Ah.
Well, all right.
I need y'all to know that my computer has been freezing off and on for the last like 30 seconds, and so I just came back in on an appendage.
Let your imagination go wild.
It was exactly the appendage you think it was, actually.
Yeah, I didn't need any further explanation.
Yeah. We're censoring for the YouTube gods, but you get what I'm saying.
I made it to 27% in The Last Murder at the End of the World. It's a weird one, y'all. It is a weird one.
Is it still doing the whole, you're doing this, and then I'm doing this, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it definitely is. The point of view character, it appears to just be like literally a voice. Like, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like their god, but it's kind of like just a voice that's in everyone's head. Like, they can hear everyone's thoughts. They can, like, you can tell them to ask someone a question. Like, you can say like say, I'm like, hey, I think its name is Abby. Hey, Abby, can you tell Leandra that I would like to talk to her today, and can she meet me here at this place? And then they would tell you that, and then you could respond back to me.
Okay. I'd be like, oh yeah, Jess wants to hang out. Cool. Tell her I say yeah.
But also, like, you can ask it to try to explain things to you, and it won't necessarily give you an answer, because like you can't be like, I can't be like, why is Leandra mad at me? And they would be like, well, I can't give you like her feelings unless she wants me to. And she wants you to figure it out on her own. So it's real weird.
Sounds like Janet from Good Place.
It does. I actually had that thought when I was saying it. I was like, it sounds like that thing from The Thing with the Thing. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's very strange. The real shady character just said something about they were going to tell everybody the truth that night, and I'm like, are they the one that gets murdered so nobody tells them the truth? Like, what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm only at 27%, so I don't know. No one has been murdered yet that we know of. Anywho, did you answer this, Margaret?
I am. What?
Going live tomorrow morning at 9?
Let me hold up.
Good to
That is correct. Okay, sorry. I'm much later the other days.
She was terrified.
So yeah, I'm going live 9 a.m. I just haven't. Okay, then that means I need to schedule my sprints. For some reason, I thought I was going at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. So I need to schedule those, I guess.
You should probably schedule those. You know, it's fine. It's all good. Melanie left us. Heather's prepared. She also just told us she's prepared. So,
I'm also hoping to be in Berlin.
You know what? I just get songs stuck in my head and then we just roll with it. Friends talking about sprint hopping together, running around, doing all the things. Finished my flight to Berlin. Should be beginning the final approach to the runway in about 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Mars got 3 more chapters edited.
Nice.
28% of Into the Drowning Deep. Brie had dinner and edited 21 minutes. Going slow. But the goal is Adrian gets it by midnight. That's
you got
a couple of hours from now for you.
Just over 3 hours. That's plenty of time.
It's possible. About 50% into Hang the Moon. Finished Berlin book and started Red String Theory for sightseeing.
Ooh.
Don't know what I said that was funny, but you're welcome.
I think it's you living your life on sprints day after day, but not realizing you were going to be living the morning on sprints.
Yeah, it's fine. It explains why I kept thinking that Neva was going before me, even though I know Neva works tomorrow. So
I would say Neva's not sprinting tomorrow at all.
She is not.
No, it's
weird.
Aoife and then you. And then I was going to possibly hop in and do some extra ones, but now I'm not because now I have plans. So,
yay!
Birthday plans.
They're for your birthday.
I get to go hang out with my 3-year-old and his parents.
And Mexican food, though. You're getting Mexican food, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The 3-year-old, I say that he's my best friend. And so, like, when I talk to him, I always call him best friend. And his distinction is that he is my best friend, but I'm not his best friend. His mom is his best friend, but I'm her best friend. So we're a best friend triangle.
Yeah, there we
go. That's cute.
So are you suggesting that your mom likes me more than you? And he said, sometimes.
Sometimes.
A wise child.
He's like, I'm not going to lie.
He mostly spends his time with adults. He does do he doesn't have any cousins or siblings in his age bracket.
I remember that life.
Yeah, he's not in preschool yet, but he does playtime at the library and stuff. So he does see other kids his age, but he's mostly with adults. So he talks like an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always cute.
Mm-hmm.
It is until he outsmarts you, and then you're just like, I was just outsmarted by a 3-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
They do that without even trying, though. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to use their brains. They just know how to do it. It's instinctive.
It's rude. Finished Berlin book and is now sightseeing. Excellent. 59% to Berlin. Read 6%, hoping to get to 30 tonight. Whew, English language is a struggle at 11 p.m. 38% of the way to Berlin.
Nice.
Talk about songs stuck in your head. Terrible earworm, although you have to be the right generation. Fraggle Rock theme song.
Or have had kids in the right generation.
I never watched Fraggle Rock. I am in the right generation. But never watched Fraggle Rock, so it doesn't get stuck in my head. I don't have that problem.
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch Fraggle Rock either then. I mean, I know I didn't watch Fraggle Rock. I did not know I was the correct generation for it.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock was on when we were kids. I think it was on PBS.
Probably.
Something like that. Like Sesame Street and all those other things.
I know a lot of PBS though. That shit was on 24/7, or at least not 24 when we were awake.
I always gotta say they're out of the box. Was it out of the box? Out of the box. Do you remember? It's Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know that I remember that. I remember whatever show had Zaboomafoo.
Had a lot of
Zaboomafoo.
Yeah. Was he a
Okay, hold
lemur?
on. He was a lemur, and it was the Kratz brothers.
Oh, classic. He didn't live as a child.
No, I didn't want that. I also remember Between the Lions, though we were a little bit older. Yeah, the entire name of the show was Zaboomafoo, and it was like this puppet lemur, and I can still kind of remember his voice. The Krat brothers. And it was about animals.
Nope, didn't watch that.
That was a good one.
And we watched a lot of Wishbone.
All right, I watched Wishbone.
I don't know what that is.
That one was always safe because
Did you just say you don't know what Wishbone is?
No.
Probably off the year before she was born.
How old are you?
I am 29.
She's only like 7 years old.
And you don't know what Wishbone is? You missed the boat.
American television show. Okay.
You didn't learn
It
about
was
the
from 95 to
Jack
97.
Russell dog playing the main
I mean,
character?
I love his outfits. I do not recognize it.
Oh man!
Wow, only 2 seasons. What?
First episode was 1995. That was
Yeah.
I was 1 year old. Oh, I was like
PBS
3.
Yeah,
To be fair, it was 2 seasons, but it was 50 episodes. So like,
and that
So,
stuff
I
was
mean,
on repeat.
10 seasons.
when we were kids,
Today.
seasons were a whole year long instead of 8 episodes. So
50 episodes in one season is wild when you think about all of our seasons of 6 episodes or 8 episodes.
Yeah, which are worse for the people who make them, but that's just a whole different other thing. You weren't traumatized by the Hounds of the Baskervilles episode, Leandra?
I wasn't.
Island. And what was the one where the old woman, like, she got jilted at the altar or something?
Great Expectations.
And stayed in her wedding dress. I had nightmares. I remember this.
This was all in Wishbone?
This is all in Wishbone.
It was just like Pride and Prejudice and Treasure
Even
Island.
classics. And he was
That's
always
classic.
the protagonist. So like it's Wishbone and he's got a little Sherlock and deer hunter hat on.
Are all the other characters dogs too?
No.
they were people.
Okay.
It's kind of like a story within a story type show where like you have Wishbone and you have his owner who was like a 16-year-old boy and like there are people that he knows and all of that stuff. And somehow whatever's going on in life happens to tie back to the classic novel that's being talked about in the show. And the like what he's studying in
It's like
school.
transition, to like his daydream or whatever about it, and then he's the main character, and you have like the whole thing set. Like that's the story that we're
I'm
doing.
gonna go back and watch it.
That's cute.
And then you go back to him like getting a treat.
He's like, that was a great dream.
That's so funny.
Lars's favorite show was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
A lot of people swear.
Your students I don't even remember which show that would be. They don't have taste. All of the shows that we've talked about so far have been fantastic shows.
Traumatized by Astro Boy.
There's more than one pilot episode of a TV show that was on air, and the only way you see it now is if you get the DVDs and stuff, because they will never air again. I think Star Trek, the original Star Trek, I believe, or is it Next Year? One of the Star Trek episodes, like it's the original Star Trek because it's a completely different cast. Like I don't think William Shatner is even involved in the pilot episode.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I liked all these shows.
Franklin. I remember
Arthur. We watched Clifford. We watched Franklin. Hold on, I feel like I know this one, but it's not pulling up any. Oh, he's the turtle.
Yeah, he's the turtle.
Yeah, he used the turtle. Mm-hmm.
My favorite is when you're scrolling through TikTok and or Instagram Reels, you know, the black hole of your choice, and they start talking about the first Beyonce country song and how it basically just sounds like the Franklin theme song. Because now every time I hear that song, I just start singing, "Hey, it's Frank," because it sounds like the Franklin theme song. Like it sounds like the Franklin theme song. If you've heard it, like it's in there.
The slow one? 16 carriages?
No, the whatever. Yes.
Okay.
If you listen to them like at the same time, or if you listen to one and then listen to the other, like you can hear it. It's in there.
I might have to go.
We also Recess and Doug. We watched those a lot.
Yeah.
Recess.
Music is very formulaic. There are a lot of like rules and specific things that work. So
yeah,
you're always going to have similarities to other songs, and it's always fun to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, especially when you can find something that is beat for beat the same, but isn't like it's been transposed into a different set of notes. And so then you're like, this is the same thing, but it sounds different, but it's the same thing. It's one of my favorite things. Students didn't like Zambooma food.
Rude.
My kids don't like very many of the older shows. They're like, this is bad animation.
Oh my God, they're like making fun of the graphics.
I will have you know, this was cutting edge at the time.
Yeah.
The first episode of the main kid gets killed, and his father, in grief, builds a robot in his image. Who thought that was a good idea to show 4-year-olds? Probably the guy who wrote Fullmetal Alchemist. That's who thinks
Frankenstein for children.
Basically.
And I believe it's a lady that wrote Fullmetal Alchemist. She's brilliant.
Whoever. It's terrifying anyway.
I know exactly why which episode is making you say that too.
Listen, I won a trivia quiz over that. So
for those that have not read Fullmetal Alchemist, there is a issue number 4 has a scene that none of us talk about that have love it, but we all are like, you just have to go into that and experience it yourself. Like, we don't talk about that. You don't get warned. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to be warned about that. You're not
allowed to warn people about it. Nobody warned us, and you can't be warned about it either.
So the funniest thing is, because I originally read fan translations, I missed the fact that he did it to his wife first the first time I read it.
Yeah, yeah, that's life, man. The Land Before Time, when Littlefoot's mother died.
But then all the movies that came after it were great, like Chomper.
Yeah, Chomper.
Yeah, Sarah.
I remember. Yeah, we watched those. I think we owned 2. We watched that thing. That VHS probably got destroyed. Is dead now.
That was good.
Crashbox. My sister and I watched it all the time, but never knew anyone else who saw it.
I know. This is funny. I've seen this.
Yeah.
Remember racing off the bus to watch Cyber Chase?
Do I know what that show is?
I think I was on the edge of that. That was towards the end of my childhood.
Yeah, I was way off the edge for that one. It looks vaguely familiar, but I was old.
Yeah, I remember this show. They did math problems to beat the guy, beat the bad guy. They had to do fractions.
I saw that at some
point. I probably could have used that.
Yeah, you're that could have been helpful.
Could have been helpful for me. I'm bad at math.
Math Blaster and Reading Blaster on the computer. And
we used to play
like,
Math Munchers, I think, on the computer. Something like that. It was like on like mathisfun.com or something. Never mind. Something like that.
That's
I have nothing. No frame of reference.
Land Before Time game on PlayStation.
They played it on their prom day.
Oh no, I think I did watch Cyber Chase. These characters do look familiar now that I'm looking.
It's framed as these little robots that live in a TV, and they showed you these mini educational games that each taught you different things. I just remember the Disney Channel when they had those little robot-y things. That was like their mascot around Y2K. It's the little robot-y guys.
Crashbox looks creepy.
Perfect for kids.
It's like, yeah, interesting choices were made.
Oh, yeah.
I see why you guys were the only ones that watched it.
Oh, yeah.
This is
no, thank you. That's terrifying.
Yeah, not great.
Looks like they had children draw them, and they're like, "Let's make that a character."
Oh my god, that looks familiar though. That looks familiar. I don't know if
it's that age. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yeah.
Math Blasters in a chokehold. Low-key terrifying. No, I think it's high-key terrifying, actually.
Right.
It is your bad. You gave me nightmares. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. So nice.
Fullmetal Alchemist is a critique of imperialism and war, disguised as a fun story about brothers at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
And science.
Other than that specific thing, the other thing that I remember the most about Fullmetal Alchemist was reading fan fiction. And everyone, so like, they use the word wench a lot to describe a specific woman, a specific female character. What is her name? I can't remember her name. Winry. And for some reason, every single fan fiction, they typed wrench instead of winch every time they used it. I don't know why. I don't know who was proofreading these. I don't know. They were probably 13, 14-year-olds.
Funny.
But
I mean, adults write a lot of fanfic. We write so much fanfic.
We do, but I think we would catch that possibly. I could be wrong.
Unless it became a bit of a joke, like how you see. Maybe I'm
it is in theme.
It is in theme. But
there's cat. You see people calling cats cars on the internet. Am I the only one?
Do we see that, or do you see that?
Maybe I'm on too much Catstagram. Yeah. Read the comments. The joke is that the T is really close to the R, so people keep calling cats cars. And
no beta, we die like Crystal Elric.
I am. You know what I'm thinking of is in our group chat where our keyboards turn Aoife into Alice, and it's funny because they're like the same. 3 of the 5 letters are the same, but then the 2 that are different are right next to each other on the keyboard. So it makes sense that it messes it up, but they're finally starting to catch on that we don't know an Alice.
We're like, fucking Alice.
They're like, we don't know Alice.
We regularly cuss Alice out because
who the fuck is Alice?
She keeps popping up in our chat.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know her. Car is the new cat.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption is car.
Yeah.
I mean,
I miss Zoomies. Bro,
Yes.
sleep.
2
I'm
hours.
asleep.
That's normally me, but not last night. I was gone to the world. We should do a final sprintity sprint.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to abandon you.
I am leaving as well.
I know. Would the two of you like to share anything before you run away for the evening? Do you have any sprints going on any day soon? Heather has a video coming out in the morning.
Heather has a video coming out tomorrow.
I have a video.
Yay!
On Saturdays and Tuesdays, like clockwork.
Woohoo!
But yes, tomorrow is the first week vlog, so you'll get to see how I experienced my crash course in the amazing readathon.
Yay! Mine will be out on Sunday.
God bless.
Right after, yeah.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hanging out, Margaret?
I am. Or I will. I guess it's like, if you decide the sprints are going to end, I can't do much about it. But I'll be there going.
I am scheduled to be here until midnight. That is my job. So
Putting in those hours.
You signed up for it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I signed up for this torture. 40-minute sprint sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Have a great birthday tomorrow, Jess.
I will. I will probably be in some of Margaret's sprints tomorrow, at least in the chat, because I'm not doing anything until later in the day. So, okay, we're going to do a sprint, and we will say goodbye to our friends as well. And we will see you guys who are still here at the end of the 40.
Bye.
Bye.
Now boarding flight AMZ 655 to Berlin.
All right, friends, that was the end of our final sprint. Or if you prefer, the end of the final jam. Let us know how you did. How about you, Miss Margaret? How did you do?
I finished what I wanted to get done for my video. So I have now closed that. And I read some book.
You read some book.
I read some book. I got to page 170. I love this book so much. It's just so complicated and political in some places, and there's a lot of politics going through both of them, and you've got like this survival story on one end, and you've got this detective story in another, and it's just the way that they go together. Beautiful. I read 27 pages.
Excellent.
I'm trying to finish a book every 2 days is my goal. So that I'm trying to leave myself some time for sightseeing. And I am 10 chapters from where I needed to be if I was going to read half of this book today.
Yay. I am at 39%. So I probably...
That's close. You're like almost halfway.
Yeah, but I'm like...
Yeah.
5.5.
Let's see, where am I? I'm 170 out of 561.
I needed to listen to another hour at 2.5 times speed. An hour at 2.5 times speed to get to 50%.
Mm-hmm.
I have like another 4 hours left of the book ish.
Nice. I'm at 30% of this book. And like the good news is I don't want to put it down, despite knowing how it ends.
I mean, I'm still thoroughly confused, but also like stuff is happening and I want to know how and why.
Mm-hmm.
Things are not what we thought they were going to be. And I want to know what they actually are. Like, I want to know I'm nosy.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. Sorry, that's what I mean is I feel that. I understand that. I don't know if you are actually nosy because I tend not to.
I think you do know that I'm nosy.
I probably overshare in the group chat.
I mean, I overshare live on the internet, so.
True fact.
I shared with like 105 people that I have a half brother named Chad that I found out through Ancestry.com. So, you know.
That happens sometimes.
Listen, I wasn't upset by it. Honestly, my favorite thing about doing like those DNA tests, speaking of oversharing, is that like when you go to sign the thing, like sign up for it, they tell you like there's a possibility that you may find out shocking and unknown information about people that you thought you knew. Please be aware that this is a possibility and make sure that you're okay with finding out things you never wanted to know before you fill out this form. Like it hardcore like tells you like, listen,
some
bruh. Shit has gone down in the past and some shit may go down in the future. And if you're not okay with that, we recommend you just don't.
We have been sued by people, or people have tried to sue us. And so now we're going to make sure you know that like you could be ruining your family.
Yeah, pretty much that.
You could expose family secrets that were better off buried.
Exactly. So we were kind of hoping to find out that like, you know, like something cool, like, you know, we were related to a president or Jeffrey Dahmer or something. I don't know. I don't know why that would be cool, but
that last one I don't think would be cool.
I don't think that would be cool. Elvis, I don't know. Something cool. What did we get? We got Chad. It's fine.
What a sentence. What a sentence. We got Chad.
We got Chad. So, you know. We will quickly go through and see how all of our friends did before we run away for the evening. Ooh.
Yeah.
Look, Neva is live.
We have a Neva. Hi, Neva.
Tennille is done sightseeing for tonight. You're welcome for sprints. Monica got to 31%. You're welcome for sprints. I hope I do have the best day tomorrow. There's going to be chips and cheese and friends. So hopefully all things good. I scared Ryan because the phone was in her pocket. I live for this. A goodbye. Kay read 5%. Read a few more chapters. Time for bed. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Didn't do much reading, but I think I finally figured out what book I'm reading for the next prompt. Either Taming the Outback or Searching for Rescue.
Oh, yeah. We can officially wish you happy birthday in like 6 minutes.
6 minutes. We're not going to be here in 6 minutes. I'm going to be asleep right here at this desk. I'm going to be going.
Yeah.
89 pages for Elizabeth. You're welcome for sprints. Don't be mean to Chad. He's doing his best. I'm sorry. Do you want me to call him and apologize it? I'm sorry. I pulled a Wallace and skipped your comment about finish your draft. Okay. Yay! Finished your draft and now you're freaking sad and you can only blame yourself. Don't be sad. You're here. Be happy. I'm sorry I turned into Wallace. Actually, I'm not sorry I turned into... when I grow up, I want to be Wallace, honestly. So I'm not that sad about it. You're welcome for sprints. See you next time. We'll be here. So I think at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing next weekend. Next weekend's Face Off weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, next weekend is Face Off weekend. I have no idea what's happening next weekend.
I'll be here same time. Your next weekend starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Wait,
weekend. What?
Next
what
weekend.
What did I sign up for?
Your Saturday is 8.
Yeah, I signed up for Saturday at 8 a.m. because I know that I'm good for it. And not everyone would want that spot, so.
Yeah. I'm just doing my normal time.
I would have gone for a later one, but all of the later ones were taken.
So you got to go in first and grab them.
Yeah, well, someone forgot.
It's cool. At Tennille's, it's 54 minutes into my birthday. Woo! Mars is sad because she's mean to her characters and she made them sad, so now she's sad. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're behind, you're still helping your team out, so it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you're having a good time.
Like, there will be chances to catch up. I can tell you what I did last year when I fell behind towards the end because I got sick. I think at least one of the legs, because I was like 2 legs behind. So the first one, I was like, I'm going to read something short and I'm going to walk. So I got there for free, read half my pages, and then I don't remember whether I did that for the second one, but like that's how I kind of I was like, it's more important that I catch up to where we are than it was that I like get a lot of points for those first 2 legs. Was kind of how I approached it.
Yeah. But either way, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah. Read the books you want to read is the important part. And if some of them are short books, they might help you get caught up sooner.
If you have some manga on your shelf that you want to read,
yeah,
you can read it in an hour and a half.
But also don't rush yourself. I love how we're like, yeah, you should get caught up as quickly as possible, but don't rush yourself.
Well, it's a don't rush yourself, but if you need ideas for how to get caught up without having to read a 900-page book in a day, like, you can do both. You can not rush yourself and get caught up at the same time.
And I did read a couple of several 100-page books, like big chunky books last time. So
I honestly don't even remember what I read last time. That was a
There's
year
a
ago.
video. There's a video I made.
I mean, I'm sure I did, but I doesn't mean I remember
about what I read last year, because I know I made the books and I made the manga that I read last year. So
I don't even know, dude. My brain is on a whole other level of crazy. Thank you for the birthday wishes again and again and again. You all are the best. Some people need to sleep, Grape. Yeah, there's not another spring after this one. That was our last one. We can't. We're gonna keep the God vibes going. I don't know if God's here right now.
I think that's too much responsibility, man.
I was gonna say,
I don't want to be in charge of the entire universe. Nah.
I'm sure it's a thing you've heard at one point in time in your life, but I said, I don't think God's here. And I was going to say, are you here, God? It's me, Margaret. And I was like, actually, she's Margaret. And so I can't say that because it's a lie. And she's over there. Oh, Lord. Again, God. It's a time. It is a time. Mm-hmm. 2 of my books were 200-ish pages, so I wouldn't get behind. But then if I have time to size, yeah. I mean, that's true too. Like, you can catch up points really easy by reading shorter.
Yeah.
What are those things called? Travel prompts.
Yeah. Travel prompts, and get the sightseeing prompts,
and
like some of the higher
500-point sightseeing prompts. Because I mean, if you're reading a 300-page book and you're either not multiplying your points or dividing them in half.
Listen, I'm here for strategy. We can talk strategy all day long if you want to talk strategy.
We did. It's midnight. It's a whole new day. We talk strategy the whole day. It's my birthday.
See, really, I was just here trying to stall until midnight.
It's fine. Let's see. Happy birthday, and then a cracker. Maybe I'm more tired than anticipated. Okay, it's cool. The schedule shows Aoife doing sprints at 5 a.m. EST, so that might happen while I'm still up and reading. Listen, I put a redirect on this to go to Aoife's channel. So if any of you are in another time zone that's not going to the sleepy sleeps right now, and you're still going to be awake in 5 hours, when we end here, this will take you to Aoife's channel. Just
God bless you. I will not.
I'll be asleep.
Yeah, I'll be asleep.
But if any of you are in a part of the world that will be awake at that point. Okay. We're going to run away. I'm going to do the thing. Wave bye to the people, Margaret. Say bye.
Bye.